Hey guys, it's me, Insane Crow, back with another Brawl Stars video. This isn't going to be really a Brawl Stars gameplay type video, but more of a talk about what I think should be in the new update. As we're going to go through 6 different features I think should be added to hit global release, and or what I think should be added in the new update. So let's get on to the 6 options that I think should be added in the new update. Alrighty guys, so for my list to be complete, my first thing I would want in this new update is leagues. Now I know people want kind of like replays slash like where you can go see different people battle or showdown type things where you're watching as they're playing after you die. I mean, that would be cool, but for number one for me is leagues. Just because I'm over 5,000 trophies now, and I have every brawler on my main account except Spike. So honestly, there isn't really not much to do once you get over 5,000, you're where I am. As other brawlers and other YouTubers have been saying in their videos, like Lex, Coach Corey, they don't really have anything to do except push trophies and try to make it onto the leaderboards. Which I mean is pretty cool, but there's still so much missing from the game since there's no leagues. I kind of want it to be where there's kind of like Clash Royale, where they have leagues and everybody's competing in that. At least if they added that, because right now all they have is the season reward ranking system, and that thing pretty much is for everybody, and there's nothing really special about that. I feel like there should be something special that you can compete with once you hit over a big amount of trophies, especially once you get into top things, kind of like all the other people. I'm not saying that I'm a top player, I'm just saying that it needs to be added for stronger players. Alrighty, so I think that's the number one thing that must be in this update. If they don't, I don't know. I don't think this game is ready for a global release until it has something more for the top players to do. Okay guys, so for me, coming in at number 2 is the replay slash watch live battles. So people have been wanting this since the December update, probably even earlier than that, because it's so annoying when you're in a showdown match. You die in 10th place, 7th place, whatever place, but you're not in first, and you want to see the rest of the match. You're like, what happened to my teammate if you were teaming with some random? Or did Macaroni die if that was a player? And it's just super aggravating that it just cuts you off. Now, this would be an awesome feature because then players could really figure out what players do after they're dead. Plus, it'd be cool if you could switch around to different players playing Showdown and see their screen and what they're doing and what they're planning on doing. That would be an awesome feature if they added that. Or just replays itself would be awesome. They said they were working on this hopefully for this update, so I hope that this comes, because this is another major feature that they don't have this. I don't see it going into global release, and I really want Brawl Stars to go into global release. Now, if they don't add this, it will be pretty aggravating to players because they've been requesting this for a super long time. Supercell says they are working on it, so once again, they really need this feature, as replays would be awesome for top players to show to low and below average players. So this would be my number 2 spot. Alright, so for my number 3 spot, it is clan banners and messages. Now, a lot of YouTubers don't really bring this up, or any top players are kind of just like, they kind of just put this to the side. It's just minor changes. I find this a big change, in my opinion, because messaging does help. It figures stuff out going on inside the clan, or if you are trying to decide who's co-leader, who's elder. If there's some special event going on, you want to team with people, and you're like, don't enter my room. It doesn't matter to me what it is. Messages are important in any aspect of the game. Now, the other thing I said was clan banners for number 3. Now, I feel this is important because there's currently, I believe, 24 are different symbols, and then they're each in 5 different colors for each different symbol. And it's cool and everything, but like if you look at Clash Royale or Clash of Clans, Boom Beach, all those games, they have like over 70 symbols and they're all different. And then they have all these different icons you can put with them, or badges, or all these outer layer designs and all that. And I feel like Brawl Stars needs that, because 20 badges or banners for your clan, it's just so little, and it's just all clans look the same pretty much except the color, and it just drives me nuts. I feel like they should make a ton of symbols. I mean, and it's really not that hard. It's a very small change, and they haven't added any since when they first launched the soft launch. And so I just feel it's a really needed thing that needs to come, and that's why I put this as my number 3 spot. Okay, guys, so when I was deciding what I wanted to make for my number 4 spot, I really thought about this, and I decided that skins and voices are more needed. Now, skins and voices, people think that they're not really important, but they are needed. Right now, currently in the game, there's only 10 out of 19 brawlers that have skins and voices. And that's a lot of people that are missing voices and skins. And the other annoying thing is, for each brawler, it's showing that they should at least have 2 skins. And some of them, most of them only have 1. There's only 1 brawler that has 2 skins, and that's El Primo. And the voices are really good. And they've been talking about how they've been at tables talking about voices, deciding for who should be voices for characters. And it's just, they need more. And I know they're working at it, because the last update they released 3 new voices. I believe it was Barley, Piper, and someone else. I can't remember who it is. I don't have that good a memory. Anyways, they really need to bring more voices, and they really need new skins. And there's been tons of fan art. So I know it takes their art team a long time to design a skin, but I feel like it could be done by the amount of fan art that keeps on coming in, and they could easily probably make it the same as some fan art. As we head further into our list, we're going to see at our number 5 spot is new brawlers, or just a new brawler. Now, people say there should be tons of new brawlers, and they've been saying Supercell has at least 5 ready for future updates. That's great and everything, but I feel like if they just rush out those characters, the game is going to be so unbalanced. And that's one thing Supercell tries not to do. They don't try to release a ton of things at once and then have the game go into chaos. They try to make it as balanced as possible. And that's why the updates take so long. It's not like other games where they update like every week, because they have so many things they have to fix each week that they update. And you can totally see that in those games. And that's what overcrowds them and makes them so unbalanced. Now, I feel like there could be room for at least another 5 brawlers. Easily, yes. But right now, I don't feel like there really is a need for a new brawler. Everything is pretty balanced with the amount of brawlers. I just feel that there is some brawlers that are showing a little weak side in a lot of the maps. Like Pam, for instance. She needs a buff at least in the next balance change that they do, because she absolutely is garbage in every map except Smash and Grab compared to other brawlers, which is why they have balance changes. I mean, the last 2 balance changes were pretty much fixes of each other. The first balance change of the 2 was just making big brawlers that were tanks more meta. And then they completely kind of just threw that balance change out the window and completely just nerfed every single brawler that was kind of like a tank, because they were just taking over the map. And so I feel like they need a new balance change, and there is probably going to be at least 1 new brawler in this update that I can probably see. I hope it's a melee brawler, but we'll have to see and find out when the new Brawl Talk comes out for the new update. Okay, guys, for the final part of my list, number 6 is global release. Now, I know this isn't really something that Supercell can, like, make in this update, but I really hope it is. A lot of YouTubers hope that it comes in this next update, but a lot of them also think that it's not going to be at least for another update or even till September, as even Rumham has said. And I feel like that's a little too long for Brawl Stars to be in beta. They already said in the Brawl Talk in September, when they were having the update with Tara and Pam and Brawl Ball, they said they're probably going to take a little bit longer than Clash Royale, but not like 3 years or a year type thing. I mean, it could come to a year, but I really don't think that the game needs that long to be in beta, because then players are just going to get bored, and then they're only going to have the new players on Android, and all the Apple users will probably just kind of be lower than what they actually were when the game was in beta. Now, I do feel global release is a major key point of updates, as it releases it to the whole entire world, not just Canada, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, as it is right now. Because you would have to switch your app store to one of those 4 countries right now. Which, when they had the last mini maintenance break update, they kind of added some countries, and then they had that balance change, which is really good because that's showing sign that they might be closer to a global release. And there's also a lot of other theories showing that they're going to have global release, as they're bringing Lex and Coach Corey, 2 channels that have less than 13,000 subscribers. So I really feel like they are going to have a global release very soon. I don't know if it's this update, but I hope it is. Now, thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think that my order was wrong, or either you think it was down straight right. And I will totally comment back to you as soon as possible as I can. And then I will see you guys next video. Thank you.